So hey folks, thanks for joining in on the channel, and today's video is going to be a video on the new Giraffe Tools vacuum cleaner, mountable vacuum cleaner. So we'll do the box unopening and check it out, but hopefully it'll work out, because thanks to our friends at FedEx, this is how it showed up. Hopefully it's not scratched. Doesn't appear to be, but we'll see when we break it out. But felt like I guess my delivery driver must have been Ace Ventura at the first of the movie, if you've seen it, when he was throwing the packages around. Thanks. Let's get started. So I'm taking the liberty to lay all my parts out to make sure I've got them all. When you take it out of the box, it's good packaging inside, because it withstood that blow to the side that FedEx did to it. So kudos to the packaging engineer. But inside the box, you'll have the parts laid out there, and you will also have most of the parts are inside the dust tray. So you'll have to lift that out and pull all the parts out. Now, I'm going to tell you, that thing is heavy. This thing is a beast. I look forward to seeing how it works. I'm sure it's going to work well, because I already have their version of the electric pressure washer, and I'm telling you, that thing is the cat's meow. Maybe I'll do a video on it later, but I've got it plumbed up to, as you can see, the water. So it's constantly fed water, and I use it to pressure wash my epoxy floor, the cars, anything that you need to do to keep things clean. So let's get started. It seems pretty simple. It comes with a paper in there to line up line up your post to mount them. I've got to figure out where I'm going to mount it. I'd like to probably move my portable air compressor and hose reel and power reel and put it underneath there. But then I'd have to find another home for those things, but maybe I'll put them over there. But let me think about it, and we'll go from there. The first step that you need to do is to take the template and mount it and level it, because that's going to be everything as you look at it if it's cattywampus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to luckily use the two bolts that were holding up the pressure washer, so I don't have to drill any more than I have to, and move the pressure washer down below it. That pressure washer never leaks a drop, but just in case. So I lined up the bolts on those two holes, and what I did is I cut the holes out with a razor blade so that I could be able to mark them with a Sharpie, and then I will go back and drill the holes and mount the plates, and that should be the simple process. And I'll use my plug that I put in here before. But again, I used this line as my level, and I used a 4-foot level and leveled that line up perfect. Then I taped the paper. It helped that these two hold up the left side bracket. So got lucky there. So what I've done is mark it with the Sharpie, and I put a cross to basically connect this line and that line together, this line and this line together, so that I know my center point of the hole. And I did that all around. And these I left blank because there's still two bolts there that I'm going to leave instead of take them out. But I'm going to hang my bracket on these two and then mark those two holes at the bottom, and it'll work out perfect. So again, just take your time, be methodical, use that as your reference line, and you should come out pretty dang level. So once I'll put all the bolts in and put the brackets in, then these can adjust up and down just slightly if I need to re-level it for any reason, if my drill bit got cattywampus while I was drilling, etc. It came with multiple bags of these type of anchors, where you drill the hole, pound the plastic in, and then screw them in, which probably would suffice for cement, block, what have you. But I'm actually going to use these redhead anchors. I'm just more confident in them and holding what they hold. I'm using a 3-inch going in the center block. So these are good for brick, block, and concrete applications. I'm not saying that's what you should use, but that's just what I use. So I've drilled my 2 holes, and what I've decided, I just realized that in the mount, my drill bit will fit through the mount. So I'm going to actually use the mounts as my template now that I've got them all both spaced out perfect. Maybe it's just lack of confidence in the paper, but I just think it'll work out better. Okay, now that I've got 2 bolts in there, I had to change this bolt here because it stripped out. So I've got my level pretty damn close to level. So we'll put this one in and go from there. Okay, now I've got to measure between those 2 to make sure that they're not spaced out too far. So it says the measure there is 6 1/5 of an inch in the instructions, but I went here and the straight part to the straight part is 15 5/8 is what you want it to be. So that's what I'm gonna align it. So as you can see, it just slid right onto those brackets, so that measurement was right. Brackets are tight, and it looks fairly level. So that should be it for the hanging it on the wall part. I just got to. So the tray for the dirt just slides right into the arm here. And then it has these teeth that lock in. So now it just kind of sits there. And then your orange tabs down. Now it's ready. And underneath right here is the HEPA filter that you'll change out from once it gets dirty and all that. So looking at putting this together is real easy. The parts just snap right into the holes that are pre-drilled in the metal. Then it comes with a bunch of little screws that screw into the back to hold it. Same on the top as well, if you can see the screws there. And these are hold all the tools. And I pre-positioned it to where I'm gonna put it right there. So what I did is I didn't use these big anchors here. You're not holding any weights. There's no reason to drill big holes to hold it. You can get the regular concrete anchors and they'll do just fine. So the next step, after we've installed all the tools on the tool holder, and the final step is to install the silencer on there on the top, and it appears that it just goes on there and turns right on. And that should be it, except for plugging it in. So now I finished the install. I have my pressure washer hung back up, and it's a Giraffe Tools too. Like I said, maybe I'll do a video on it. And got the vacuum hung back up, or hung up, with the tools to the side. I'm gonna do a separate video testing it out. But the installation was fairly simple. 2 brackets, make sure they're aligned and spaced as I said before, and it'll slide right on. And then it just plugs right in and goes at it. I really like the way it looks. It seems very strong on the wall, and then you just pull it out, Just like anything else, you hear it stop and click. Now you're good to go, and then when you're ready to put it up, I like the actions that I've seen while I just tested it briefly, but hopefully let me know what you think in the comments. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Like I said, it was a real easy install. I really like it so far. I'll do a separate video to test out the Giraffe Tools vacuum, but it's a great addition to my garage. I have a couple other things coming up. I'll be sure to tape those as well. I appreciate your support as always. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and so that we can see that we're actually getting out there. But appreciate your support and have a wonderful day.